Deportiva y con swing.
Deportiva y con swing.
La factoría del deporte desde New York para ti. Es una máquina.
Es una máquina
Pensada para ti.
pensada para ti. Número uno en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Con informaciones importantes siempre frescas.
Y con entrevistas que te ponen de cabeza.
Lo mejor del deporte lo encontrarás aquí.
Búscale en las redes, dale like y compartir.
Suscríbete,
Ay sí,
infórmate.
ok. Dale a la campana para que te llegue.
Thank you for joining us and for your patience. We have Yoelqui Cespedes with us. And as always, if you have a question, please raise your hand. We have Bruce Levine with the first question. Go ahead, Bruce.
Can you tell us what the experience has been for you getting to be a person living in the United States this last year, and how that's been as far as getting used to the language, getting used to the people, getting used to playing baseball in America?
Hablar un poco de cómo ha sido tu experiencia en el último año ya viviendo aquí en Estados Unidos. Obviamente, pues adaptarte a la cultura, al idioma y, bueno, obviamente ya jugando béisbol aquí en Estados Unidos.
Bueno, sí, ha sido un poco difícil con respecto al idioma, ya que no es mi lengua natal, pero me gusta el inglés y he aprendido mucho. Se me ha hecho difícil, pero no es algo que me esté atronchando ni que tengo estrés por eso, porque en verdad he avanzado mucho en el inglés. Y en el béisbol es muy diferente al de Cuba, pero el año pasado, ¿sabes? Son muchas cosas que uno aprende, porque como es un béisbol diferente y como hay muchos latinos, nos ayudamos mucho y se aprenden más rápido las cosas.
It has been a little bit difficult, especially with the language, even though I've been learning and I think I'm in a good place with the language right now. But of course, it's not, it's not my first language. Then there's always a struggle process you have to pass through to feel comfortable knowing a new language. But at this point, I'm starting to feel a little bit more comfortable. But it was definitely difficult at first, and I'm just still learning. I like English, and it's something that there is a goal that I have, just to learn the language. Baseball here is way different than in Cuba. You can see the level here is higher, but what is good is, here I have a lot of Latino players too, and we all help each other, and that have been a applause for me. That has been an advantage to get used to it and to the level here. But definitely it is there was a big difference between the baseball here and baseball in Cuba. James?
Yoelqui, being here early for this mini camp, and I think you were there in January, just kind of what's been your approach for getting ready for the season and the work you wanted to put in for this year?
Realmente estás aquí en este minicamp. Él no sabe si estuviste en el que hubo en enero. Básicamente pregunta, pues, ¿cuál es tu approach? ¿Cuál es la mentalidad que tienes ahorita, pues, en tu preparación para esta campaña?
Bueno, ahora es como el tercer día que estoy aquí. Solamente estamos comenzando suave, pero el plan para este año es llegar a Grandes Ligas y mantenerme allá arriba, porque no hago nada con llegar y bajar rápido, sino es llegar y mantenerme. Ese es el plan, esa es mi meta para este año.
In today is my third day here. We start slow. There is not any reason to rush things, but my approach and my mindset right now is just to get to the majors this year, but not just to get there and then be demoted. No, I wanted to get there and stay there. Then that's the plan. That is where my focus is right now, and that is why I'm working hard to get to accomplish that. then that is the mindset right now.
What did you take from last year that you wanted to work on to be able to get to the majors and stick there?
¿Qué aprendiste, que viste del año pasado que te ayuda para este año? ¿Qué crees tú que te ayuda para este año en alcanzar tu meta de llegar a las grandes ligas?
Bueno, casi prácticamente todo, porque sabes, nosotros tenemos malos momentos durante la temporada y son cosas que si uno no sabe trabajar con respecto a eso y trabajando en las cosas que estamos haciendo mal, son cosas que si ahora no lo sabemos resolverlo cuando lleguemos a Grandes Ligas, entonces se nos hace muy difícil. Y gracias a Dios yo el año pasado no comencé muy bien, pero me mantuve trabajando y me ayuda mucho para un futuro.
I learned a lot. Actually, I can say I learned almost everything. You know, it's when you're in the minors and when you're playing baseball, you know that you're gonna have some struggles, and you know it's good for you to have those struggles here in the minors and then work your way out of them, because that's gonna put you in a better position to get out of those bad moments when you're in the majors. Then that was one of the biggest lessons that I got last year. You know, I started the season, you know, not in the way that I wanted to, but I worked some things out, and then, you know, I was able to get better as the season progressed. Then it definitely put me in a better position for this year, and I you know, I learned how to, you know, be more consistent and how to you know, get out of those struggles. Then definitely I'm in a better position for this year. Vinny?
Yoelqui, what has it been like being around some of your fellow Cubans during even just the last few days here at minicamp, and kind of what excites you about kind of having so much Cuban presence in the White Sox organization?
¿Cómo ha sido para ti estar rodeado de tantos jugadores cubanos aquí dentro de la organización y pues en este minicamp? Obviamente una organización con una larga historia de jugadores cubanos. Para ti, ¿cómo ha sido pues el estar rodeado y compartir este tiempo con jugadores cubanos?
La verdad, I feel like home, you know, because in Cuba, everyone speaks Spanish, and then we joking all the time. I feel right now like home, like Cuba.
Muy bien. Ramon?
You mentioned just having some of those teammates to help you on out along the way. Just who have been some of those other teammates that have that you've sort of leaned on to help you on out throughout this whole process?
Mencionaste que algunos de tus compañeros pues te han ayudado pues en este proceso, en la adaptación y con el Yoelqui. Él pregunta quiénes han sido esas personas o esos compañeros que te han estado ayudando ahorita pues en ese proceso.
Bueno, el año pasado en Spring Training yo hablé mucho con Abreu. Él me decía, no, cualquier cosa tú me tiras. Y pues yo llegué a él y me daba muchos consejos, me habló mucho de béisbol de aquí, cómo era. Al igual hablaba con los demás cubanos, pero sabe, con el que más hablaba era con Abreu. Y una vez que yo no me fui, yo no comencé la temporada como lo comenzaron todos los demás. Y pues cuando llegué a Winston-Salem, Joel Sánchez, que es mi compañero de aquí, que era el otro cubano que estaba aquí, pues él entonces prácticamente me puso al tanto cómo era todo en la liga.
Last year, during spring training, Jose Abreu, you know, approached me, and you know, he told me, hey, whatever you need, just reach out to me, and you know, I'm here for you. And that was what I did. You know, every time that I felt the need to ask something, I reached out to him, and he gave me a lot of advices. Then that was great. That was really helpful for me. And then when the minor league team left Arizona, I stood here, and then when I went to Winston-Salem, you know, Joel Sánchez, another Cuban, was there, and you know, he helped me a lot too. He put me up to speed with all the things that I needed to know. then it was good also to have Joel there, and now he's here with me too.
What was some of the best advice that that Jose gave you? And then separately, I know you had the chance to compete at the Futures game last year. Just what was your favorite thing about that experience as well?
¿Cuál fue uno de los mejores consejos que José te dio, Abreu? ¿Y cómo fue la experiencia que tuviste el año pasado en el Juego de Estrellas del Futuro?
Bueno, el mejor consejo que él me dio, que incluso no ha sido la primera persona, que me mantuviera trabajando. No importa si me está yendo bien, si me está yendo mal, que me mantenga trabajando, porque en verdad si me está yendo mal no puedo detenerme, ¿me entiendes? Entonces hace sentido. Es lo principal, lo mejor que debemos tener nosotros los peloteros y cualquier deportista, porque no siempre nos va a estar yendo bien. Entonces no podemos, cuando nos esté yendo mal, no podemos rendirnos, ok, me está yendo mal, no voy a trabajar. En verdad, es lo principal para un deportista. Nos esté yendo bien o nos esté yendo mal, seguir trabajando, porque no siempre vamos a estar bien y no siempre vamos a estar mal. Y en el Future Game fue una experiencia muy buena, muy bonita, porque en verdad somos muchos peloteros, muchos así contemporáneos. Entonces uno ve que uno se siente bien estar rodeado de tantos prospectos, y ahí es cuando uno se da cuenta, ok, yo también él es prospecto y yo también soy prospecto, pues me siento bien, no me siento inferior ni por encima de nadie.
The biggest advice that Jose Abreu gave me last year was, just to work hard and keep working no matter what. And I think I agree with it, because it doesn't matter how good or how bad the moment it is for you. You have to keep working, and I think that applies to every sport, to every athlete, because you just need to work and to keep working hard on the things that you need to know, and that the things that you know that are going to put you in a good position, that are going to give you success. Then I when he told me that, I right away agree with him, and I apply that, because like I said, in the sport, like in regular life, you want to pass through good or bad moments, but the things that are going to keep you moving forward is that work. That is where when you're going to find the tools to keep moving. And about the Futures game, it was an incredible experience. It was a beautiful experience. I was there with other big prospect, and I saw them like, I'm the same level as you are. I'm not better or worse. I'm just same as you, and it was good. It was a really nice experience, and it definitely gave me I don't know, motivation, but it gave me the sense that I belong, and it was good. Definitely was a very good experience. Mark?
Yoelqui, how well did you know Jose Abreu before you joined the Sox, and what does it mean to have kind of a veteran like that who has influenced so many guys on this team? There's so many stories about the help he's given right from the start to players.
¿Qué tan bien conocías tú a José Abreu antes del año pasado, cuando estuvieron en el sprint training?
Nada, yo no lo conocía.
I didn't know him. James?
Oh, I was asking, what does it mean to have a guy like him that can be a mentor like that?
¿Qué significa tener a un jugador como él que puede ser un mentor?
Algo bien grande, porque la verdad yo estoy comenzando aquí, él tiene toda la experiencia, ¿sabes? Él tiene todo, experiencia, es buen pelotero principalmente, y entonces pues es como cuando somos chiquitos, que entonces los padres nos guían en todo y nos enseñan todo. Es algo así parecido a él ahora.
It is huge. It's definitely huge, because I'm starting my career here, and he already have all the experience, and he's a very good baseball player. Then when you mix that, it's great. Like it's like when you're a kid and you have your dad that, you know, you're trying to follow him and follow all the stuff that he does, then it's kind of the same here with Jose and me. You know, I follow him and I see all the things that he does, and you know, it's good to have that reference. It's good to have that figure that you can follow. James?
Yoelqui, you know, Chris Getz mentioned you possibly making adjustments to you know, become a little bit more patient at the plate, or help you kind of lay off speed going forward. Just what has that process been like, and what progress do you see yourself making?
Chris Getz ha dicho que una de las cosas que han estado trabajando contigo, que tú tienes que trabajar, es ser un poquito más paciente en el home plate, no perseguir tantos picheos. ¿Cómo has ido tú con ese proceso, con ese ajuste?
Sí, eso fue una de las principales cosas que trabajé ahora en el off-season.
Yes, that was one of the biggest things that I focus on this past off-season, just to try to be more patient. Bruce Levine?
Can you talk about your relationship with your brother right now, and how that has helped you, or if you've gotten advice from him that has helped you once you've gotten to the United States, and what his influence is like for you now?
Hablar un poco de cómo es tu relación ahorita con Yoenis y de qué forma él te ha estado ayudando, si lo ha hecho.
Sí, él me ayuda mucho, él la verdad me da mucho consejo, solo que vamos un tiempo sin hablar porque él está de vacaciones por Cuba y sabe, no, cuando está en Cuba no nos comunicamos porque en Cuba no hay internet así todo el tiempo, debes ir a cierto lugar a conectarte o comprar datos, y entonces, pero él no hace nada de eso, ¿sabes? Se nos hace muy difícil hablar.
Yes, yeah, you know, he definitely has helped me a lot. You know, he has given me a lot of advice. Even though we have we haven't been in touch for a while now because he's in Cuba. Then the communication when you're in Cuba is not good. But yeah, I mean, he's been good with me, and he has helped me a lot. Last question.
I'm sorry, one more. Is that okay?
That's okay.
On your stroke, do you concern yourself with the power, or do you feel that once you've got it down pretty well, that power is just going to be coming naturally for you?
¿Consideras jugador de poder, o crees que el poder va a ir llegando poco a poco?
No, yo por ahora no va a ir llegando poco a poco.
I think power is gonna show up little by little, but not right now. I mean, I'm not I don't consider myself like a power hitter. Okay, last three questions for Yoelqui. Merrick.
Yoelqui, you said you feel pretty comfortable with your English right now, and you used it in the interview there. I mean, is it something that you also worked on during the last year? It sounds kind of weird, but I mean, is that something you studied up on while, you know, learning, kind of, you know, assimilating yourself over here and working on baseball?
Obviamente, dijiste que te sentías bien con tu inglés, que obviamente sigues aprendiendo, y bueno, ya lo mostraste aquí en la entrevista. Entonces, él pregunté que si hubo algo más que tú, o sea, aprendiste o en lo cual pudiste aprender durante este último año entre el off-season, obviamente con el inglés junto al béisbol, pues.
No entendí.
Mary, can you repeat your question? He said he didn't understand your question.
I was saying, is that, you know, he said he feels comfortable with his English right now. Is that something that he was working on during the last year, along with baseball and everything else? That's something that he, you know, studied and kind of worked at.
Que si el inglés obviamente fue algo en lo cual tú te enfocaste en trabajar durante el año pasado y este año junto al béisbol, pues. O sea, que si eso fue un propósito tuyo.
Yes. 2020, After I signed 2021, I take a lot English class, and then right now I love English. That's why I know a lot English.
James?
Just how well do you know Oscar Colas, or familiar with his game and what kind of player and person he is?
Que también conoces a Colás, el tipo de jugador que él es y tipo de persona.
Nosotros venimos jugando desde que tenemos como 15 y 16 años juntos. Saben, en equipo contrario, pero en la misma liga. Siempre jugamos en contra.
We've been playing together, but in different teams since we were 15 or 16 years old. Then I know him. Y él preguntó como jugador, o sea, que cómo es como jugador y como persona. ¿Sí?
Como jugador, really good player. Y como persona, is humble. Is good person too. Yeah.
Perfect. Last question, Mark Gonzalez.
¿Qué pasatiempos tienes aquí?
No, I like when I have free time, I stay home and I just like to go out to the restaurant and watch a lot of movie. That's it.
Siempre béisbol.
Yes, all the time.
Perfect. Well, guys, that's a wrap. Yoelqui, thank you very much. Guys, thank you. See you tomorrow.
Hay un palo, hay carrera, la máquina deportiva.